All right, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, the MTL guy, and today we're going to talk about something unique called Shopify Dropshipping. So I know this has been around for a couple years now, and I basically just wanted to go over just my experience with it. I've done it for about not even a month, right? I wanted to share like the first impressions, first experience, just right off the bat, what I'm feeling about it so far. And I've been in it for about, I just want to say, clarify, I've only been in it for about maybe 2 weeks at most. 2 weeks up and running site. Um, and I'm just gonna give you straight up first impression of what I've learned within these 2 weeks. And I probably spent maybe 80 hours each week researching all of this possible things I could know about Shopify dropshipping. And so what I came down to realize is that it's not it's not hard, but it is going to take a lot of work to even get started, and you will most likely fail in the first. The average person will fail in the first couple days when they launch their site, just because there's a big learning curve, and there's so much you will not know that you don't know, and you'll be just straight up like lost at certain points in time. So it's important not to give up during that time. I think so far it's very important not to give up. And yeah, the first thing I will say is setting up the website and starting a free trial job of Shopify is actually pretty easy. You don't need to watch any videos. When it comes down to, like, I guess, deciding which merch you want to choose, then you might have to start watching some videos or kind of just look at the trajectory of like some other items that are doing well on Shopify. Google is probably your best friend. I know there are some actual good websites that actually show you Shopify trends or Shopify item trends that are actually doing well, and people can capitalize off that. But I think it's best to watch like YouTube videos and just learn the market and just kind of what is working already. But once you get this website set up and the product right, I think the next thing that's probably going to be the most difficult for most people is actually making the website good. Because just setting the website is cool, making it good and making people want to actually spend money on it is the next thing, and that is going to take the most amount of effort and the longest time for you to really understand. And then after that, probably is going to be ads. How are you going to monetize this? How are you going to advertise this product? And how are you going to make sure people want this product eventually? So I think that's going to be the biggest. That's going to be one of the big deal breakers, or one of the game changers for you, depending on how you tackle this whole financial subject, right? Because if you're not trying to change it up every day, or trying to learn new tactics every day, learn new blueprints every day, then you will probably be unsuccessful. Me personally, I've made about $1,000 within these first 2 weeks, which is it could be. I think it's good, but it could be better. I've seen a lot of videos of people making like hundreds of $1,000s within a couple days, and I think that's cool. But it's 2020 now, and that was back when it first started, and Shopify is like, the popularity of it has gone so through the roof, and it might be a little bit harder to do it now. But I'm just giving my first impression since it's 2020, and it's just this is the current time that we're in right now. So I do think it's very I don't want to say it's saturated, because that sounds weird to say that like a business tactic is saturated, or just being a certain type of business is saturated. Maybe a certain item could be oversaturated. That's possible. But it's just to me, it's just more competition, which is, competition is just a part of life in a free market kind of society. That's just, it's capitalism, right? I mean, if you live in the U.S., that's just how it is. Like, if you have a good product, then it will do well regardless whether you have competition or not, or if you have good service or not. So that shouldn't be deterring you at all. But my personal experience so far, I mean, it's been pretty fun. I learned a lot. I spent a lot of hours, and I'm thankful that I got a lot of it back. But I'm still learning a lot about just how marketing to people, making people feel invited and want to keep going and keep purchasing from me. I'm learning, I think now the thing that I am constantly learning about is probably the ads, and how to use Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, like all those social media ads, and just to project it onto project your product onto social media is probably the most difficult thing. A lot of people use influencers. I watched a couple videos about it. Me personally, I'm not really a fan of influencers so far, just because influencers have a lot of control over what is being advertised in their market and their audience, and you don't really know whether or not they have a good audience or not, so it's very hard to tell. So you're gonna have to see some screenshots from them to make sure they can prove what exactly they're asking for, or like the dollar amount they're asking for. Like they're asking $100 for 4 hours. I want to make sure you got good engagement and stuff like that. Good post engagement. Do people comment on your post? How many people actually watch it? How many people click the link usually? That's always good to know. But yeah, I just did mine over these past 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, just because I knew there was going to be a big market just for Valentine's Day gifts, and I made some money off that. So I think it's a good thing I had the hindsight just to look forward and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure I do this before Valentine's Day. So yeah, that was just my experience. I guess I can make more update videos on the way I can make more update videos depending on how well I do with this business venture. So we'll see. But yeah, I think I'm going to continue doing this. It's been pretty fun. So yeah, I like it. I like doing this dropshipping thing and just learning what apps to use in order to enhance your store, enhance your Shopify experience. I think it's really cool. I think it's definitely the wave of the future. Just e-commerce in general is definitely the move. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video or just want more videos about when I talk about investing in business, stuff like that, or any ventures I'm on, yeah, I feel free to let me know if I should make more of these videos. But yeah, it's your boy, that Mateo guy. I'm out. Peace.